Alright guys, let's take a look at Livepeer or LPT on the channel for the first time. Now I do want to say that I don't have LPT or Livepeer in my bags. I wish I could have it. I do think it's a good project, guys. I'm trying to bring you original videos now with some coins, here and there that I do think could be good picks. And yeah, let's jump into this a little bit. Now I should say that you should check out livepeer.org first. Before investing. This is all about live streaming and AI, so you can read about it here. Now they do have something about the Livepeer token down at the bottom, and it helps you find an exchange. It even tells you what is LPT, so definitely check out this website, guys, before investing. Now let's go back to the technicals. I am on the 15-minute time frame, and I did mark the breakdown point here because right before I started the video it was down here. And I thought, okay, maybe it will break down, but this appears it's going to hold it up for now. So now let's go ahead and just say the target. The target is down here at about $8.62 if it does break down. But let's entertain the target to the upside, as this might get a bounce. And the target would be up here at about $11 and let's just say 55 cents, guys. Now, it's probably not going to be a straight shot like this. It does have a couple of resistances to break through, like $10.53 as well as $11.30. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not going to be so easy. These are weekly time frame resistances, so I always say that they're 7 times stronger than dailies. Now I haven't marked off any dailies on this chart just because this has such a long trading history. It's very hard to do that. If it was an all-time high territory, I could do that. But weekly time frames are probably the best supports and resistances to mark off. Now taking a quick look at the volume profile, guys, you can see right here where my cursor is, that's where we are. So we're a little bit above the midpoint of this candle. Now you can see that these candles do kind of stair step the way up, and a lot of times you see like a candle here, maybe a smaller candle here, and then a larger candle here. But this one is actually, like stairs. So the more we go up, the easier it's going to be. Now, let me get rid of this. And you can see that there is a trend line right here, guys. Basically, this goes back more than 3 years. It's been holding down the price. I have also not marked off all of the weekly resistances. I just did the ones that were directly above and below here, and we do have a few more probably weekly resistances before we get to this trend line, of course. We also have to break out of this reaccumulation zone here, this red zone, and yeah, so keep that in mind, guys. Now, if we take a look at the RSI, let's do that real quick, and the stochastic. Let's see what we get here. Now, on the weekly time frame, it is overheated here on the Stoke, unfortunately, but still pointed up, but I do think it's going to start curving down here soon. And the RSI is pointed up, so it's right in the middle. That's not too bad. Now, daily. Looks like it's about to curve back up here. Didn't get all the way down like it usually does, but yeah, it did avoid getting oversold, basically. The RSI looks like it's pointed up pretty heavily here, and still in neutral territory, so that's okay. So the daily time frame actually looks fine in my opinion. Now the 4-hour time frame is pointed, wow, straight up here on the Stoke. It is a little bit overheated now. Now the RSI is trying to avoid being overheated. It's kind of flat right now. But yeah, let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame. Overheated on both and curved down, so that's not that good. And the 15-minute, yeah, it is actually oversold here and probably about to bounce here. And the RSI has come out of oversold territory, but it is pointed down. So 15-minute, in my opinion, probably will turn up soon, so that's okay. But the 1-hour, not so good. That's actually probably the worst time frame. The 4-hour can still be okay. The daily actually looks the best, and the weekly, it's kind of a mixed bag. So it may, in my opinion, get a little bit more of a pump here. But I would probably like to see this cool down. Let's get back to the 15-minute time frame, and we can look at this flag. I do think it will consolidate here probably before it breaks out, and probably will cool down for a bit right at one of these resistances. May take hours, could take a day before it continues up to the next resistance, but eventually it probably will get to this target, guys. A lot of times technical analysis really works well, and sometimes they do exceed these targets, and sometimes they do come a little bit below. So don't be surprised if we get stuck at 11:30 and we don't go to this 11:53 target, but let's see what happens. Now let's take a quick look at the tokenomics of Livepeer here, guys. Now there is 41 million tokens. That is not much at all. Everything is even circulating here, as it says in CoinGecko. So I hope this is correct. But yeah, I mean, this has the potential to run super high. You can see here all-time high. Let's actually go down, and it says it was $99. Now that could be a little bit different depending on which exchange, but this is about 90% down at the moment. And man, I wish I bought it at 35 cents 5 years ago. I do think this is an excellent project, guys. So yeah, keep that in mind. The max supply is really super low. Now, before we jump into the rest of the video, guys, I just want to say, for those of you who have been using my links, thank you a lot. It really helps me out. I do get commission. Now, I do have partnerships, if you didn't know, with 8 exchanges, guys. I do have Bitget, MEXC, BingX. I have also Blowfin, BitUnix, Bitrue, Weeks, and BTSE, guys. So I also have Moodix down here if you want to check that out as well. And yeah, guys, it really helps me out. And thank you so much for those of you who have already used it. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin here, just on the 1 hour time frame, it's been kind of choppy today. I just wanted to show how choppy it's been. It's just been up, down, down. So, maybe this will hold as support here. This is a weekly time frame support. So as long as we have a weekly candle from Sunday to Monday above this line, that is a good sign. So yeah, it doesn't matter if we dip a 1 hour candle under it or not so much at least. But anyways, it is choppy today. We did have some news earlier about Trump saying too late, Powell must now lower the rate. So Trump is really angry. ADP, I think non-employment change came out today. Let me go see what that was exactly. Yeah, ADP non-farm employment change for May came out, and yeah, 37K was the actual. Forecast was 111, so that was probably way off from what they expected. And yeah, guys, we are just seeing a lot of chop, and especially since then. And on the 4 hour time frame, it looks like this. So we have kind of broken down from the trend. Now, if we do draw a line here, yeah, we have broken down really in the last few hours, basically. So anyways, guys, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is actually staying within this bull flag, guys, and it did try a breakout today. Now, it pulled back quite a bit since then. However, it is about the same. Yeah, it's almost got a bullish engulfing candle, but yeah, it does need to get above this 26.15. Now, keep in mind, this is a weekly resistance at the moment, and we are looking at this on the daily. But let's see what Ethereum does. It did make a big push today, but yeah, it did get a rejection. We've been rejected by the top side of this, trend line, or this bull flag, basically. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the 6th time, so this is pretty strong resistance, guys. Now the total market cap is also having trouble with 1.19 trillion. As you see, it's been rejected the past couple of days, unfortunately. And now the dominance, guys, is getting a bit of a bounce right now. However, it is on its 3rd red candle, daily candle, I should say. Let's see if the red candle holds. I would like to see another red candle, of course. And as long as we keep the red candles coming, this, will get a lot better for altcoin holders. So the dollar index is a little bit red today. Let's see if it gets this bounce, though, guys. Like I said, this is playing out kind of a W pattern. And yeah, if it breaks the neckline here, the target is basically up here at 105. So yeah, now the altcoin season index is, let's refresh this. It was 16. Okay, it's still a 16. That's very low, unfortunately. So yeah, we need that dominance to come down, guys. Now, taking a look at the liquidation heat map, only 243 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours. That isn't that much, though. But yeah, usually we see around 200, 250, maybe even like 180. So this is within reason. And let's take a quick look here at the fear and greed. It's a 57 today. I actually used Binance Square today. The other website was down that I normally use. But yeah, we do have a 57. And let's take a look here at the bull market peak indicators. It's still 0 from 30. 100% hold, guys. The number one indicator, in my opinion, is the Pi Cycle Top indicator. And yeah, if I zoom in, guys, this is coming up, but this green line looks like it's trying to avoid it. So let's see what happens, but it's going to take a while for these lines to cross. Now, looking at the economic news for tomorrow, guys, we do have jobless claims, and we have Atlanta Fed GDP Now Q2. FOMC member Harker is speaking. Not too much going on tomorrow, but Friday is actually pretty big, guys. Average hourly earnings, non-farm payrolls, private non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. So yeah, all of these things are pretty big, so keep that in mind, guys. Now, looking at the Moodyx measurements for today, guys, basically we had some small news to start off the day. Everything was positive, though, as you can see. Germany Services PMI, HCOB Eurozone Services PMI, UK Services PMI, all were 0.02 basically positive. We did have MBA mortgage applications basically a little bit down, though. We did have this, like I said, ADP non-farm employment change was horrible. You had 37K versus an estimated, it says 114 here. I think it was 111 on the other. Doesn't matter, it was way off. And then we had some S&P Global Services PMI from the US, and that was actually 0.0525 positive. But ISM Services PMI was quite negative, guys. But I would say overall today was maybe slightly more negative, than positive. So now the funny thing is, Powell is getting screamed at by Trump, and it's still a 95% chance that he's not going to lower the rate. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to take, guys. But if we look at Trueflation here, we have 1.92%. And that's, what the Fed wants to see. So I don't know what he's really waiting for. In my opinion, I have to agree with Trump here. I do think Powell is waiting a little bit too long at this point. Everywhere, around the world is cutting, and we're waiting, guys. So that is actually not good. I do have to agree with Trump on this. Now, if we look at the crypto bubbles, not so good today. Only a few greens here and there. Livepeer is not here. I guess it's probably in the, let's see, 100 to 200. Yeah, here it is right here. It is ranked number 138 in crypto bubbles. So, yeah, not bad. Now, if we take a look at Livepeer here, I did an ApeCoin video the other day, though. Check that out, guys. Now, if we click on Earn here, I will put in LPT, and let's see what we get. LPT, Livepeer. So it does have 10 deals found. So yeah, you can get quite a good percentage here, it looks like, mostly on Binance, but do your research before you start sending coins around, guys. Sometimes I find that this is not updated. Don't send your coins to xt.com too. They stole my Casper, guys. They wouldn't let me withdraw. Actually, they would for $100, but I had $60 of Casper, so wasn't worth it. And anyways, yeah, like I said, do your homework before you start sending coins around. And anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and guys, I will see you in the next one.